Compliance teams need more than fast text generation. They need a controlled way to draft policies, shape evidence, export usable documents, and explain where customer data is handled. This fly-through shows EtherAssist as a practical workspace for compliance work. The compliance story starts with a requirement or control. EtherAssist turns that brief into a structured policy draft, so teams are refining an artifact rather than fighting a blank page. Plain language requirements move from discussion into structured control content the team can review, refine, and own. EtherAssist is not just producing text, it is helping shape repeatable, evidence-friendly outputs for governance, assurance, and audit. For ISO 27001 work, teams can move from rough control language into clearer compliance artifacts. The product is built around practical outputs, statements of applicability, policies, evidence notes, and audit-ready summaries. The statement of applicability is where ISO 27001 ties controls to reality, with applicability, justification, and evidence in one view. EtherAssist turns that work into a table compliance teams can keep current rather than recreate before each audit. Audit work often depends on turning raw activity into a clear evidence narrative. EtherAssist helps teams structure what was tested, what was found, and what action should follow. Audit evidence requests are shaped for the recipient, with the right level of detail for IT, HR, suppliers, and control owners. That keeps audit preparation a managed process rather than a reactive scramble. The output has to leave the chat window. Export workflows help teams turn the conversation into a document that can be reviewed, filed, or shared. Export is what makes EtherAssist part of the delivery workflow, not just a place to draft content. The output meets the next stakeholder in the format they expect. The commercial differentiator is control. EtherAssist gives customers a clearer data story, with UK processing and regional AI data controls that can be explained during procurement and assurance reviews. Regional controls give buyers a direct answer about where their tenant data is held across UK, Europe, and United States storage options. IT and compliance teams use the same view to map EtherAssist to internal residency commitments without rebuilding their own diagram. That is the compliance story, faster drafting and evidence work, with the data control conversation still front and center. Book a compliance demo to see EtherAssist against your own policies, controls, and assurance process.